Welcome back to Breakfast with Bob from .Tev Challenge Roth, powered by HEP. My name is Bob Babbitt. We're brought to you by Master Spas. As fuels go longer, HOKA Let's Fly, Forum smartphone goggles, Zoot Sports, original triathlon brand, Premium Plus Sports, and of course, our Challenged Athletes Foundation, our accordion player, Rainer. Thank you, Rainer. Our next guest, 2015 Challenge Roth champion, Mr. Nils Frommhold. How you doing, Nils?
Oh, I'm fine. A lot of changed overnight. Yesterday it was Kona conditions. Now it's back to Germany, back to German winter.
Well, but you obviously growing up here, you know weather changes all the time here.
Yeah, not really here.
No,
it's
not
a
like
4-hour
this.
drive from Freiburg to Bavaria.
Yes.
And Freiburg is always nicer and more sun than here.
Yes.
But of course I'm familiar with this.
Yes. And growing up, did you get into more of a swimmer? What was your sport early on?
Yeah, I have a swimming background. So I swim till end of school.
Yes.
And then I changed to triathlon.
And
First short distance, and then I switched to Ironman racing 10 years ago.
So were you thinking Olympics?
Yeah, I tried. I dream of Olympics, of course.
Of course you did.
I was in a German squad for 4 years, from London from Peking to Rio, from Peking to London.
Yes.
And of course I didn't make the team. It was far from that what I was able to able to. And then I switched to longer distance.
And so when you switch to longer distance, say you're like 2013, 2012, you were at Arizona. I mean, 8:03 back in 2012. That's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, I think it was one of the fastest.
Yes.
As rookie.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I saw
and so you knew you made the right decision.
Yeah.
Really quickly. Yes.
Yeah. And I can do it professionally, because Arizona was the first shot after short distance racing, and then I saw there's a lot of more possible
potential here for yes. And then the following year, you get third at 70.3 Augusta and fifth at Cozumel. So you're traveling the world doing this Ironman stuff.
Sure. But that was a triathlon time without sleeves. And
yes.
Short trousers.
Of course. Yeah. Speedos. Yes. We were
long time ago.
Speedos. And so leading into Challenge Roth, you get second in 14.
Yeah.
Right. And then you come at that point when you get second, you're thinking, well, if I get second, I can win.
I can win it next year.
Yeah. So was that the focus then for the following year? Was Challenge Roth?
Yes, of course. I come to Roth without any expectations, and then I was in the lead till 31.
Yes.
Timo caught me.
Timo caught you. Caught in 14,
me, and of course I was happy with it for 2 days, and then
then
next
year
I have to come back to win.
I have to come win.
And that changed a lot of my mind.
Yes.
So to go into a race and thinking about how can I win it. And
it's totally different than just going, okay, I want to get to the finish line, and if I get on the podium, that's great.
For sure.
I'm here, and this is my race, and I'm going to win it.
For sure. And you have to feel how big is the difference from second to win. So the first get everything.
Second gets nothing. You get a bagel and a T-shirt.
And a finisher medal.
Yeah, finisher's medal. And it's a nice size T-shirt. But so what did you do differently leading into that race?
It was more mind game.
It was more mental. I'm here to win.
Yeah. I know the tactic was right.
Yes.
So I tacked maybe both on the Solar Hill climb.
Yes.
In 14 and 15.
Yes.
But in 15 I do it with more confidence, and
yes.
I know maybe 5 minutes are not enough. I need 8 minutes, and I ride like.
Right.
Yeah, 8 minutes.
What was your gap that you had the year before when he ran you down?
It was a totally different time. So that was a time where it was possible to have 12 minutes.
Yes.
12 minutes.
Yeah.
I was 12 minutes in front of the group.
I remember because we were filming that year for our movie. We are triathletes. That's a big part of that film. It was you had the lead, and then here comes Timo.
Yeah, but in the end it was closer. So
yes.
Timo was around about 5 minutes behind, and fields less than 5 minutes.
Yes.
So in the city
So how did it play? So when I look at your winning time, you went 7:51, right? 47-minute swim, 4:09, 2:51. That's impressive. 7:51. How did that play out? Did you pretty much lead from the gun, or were you battling on the other guys?
In that year?
Yeah, the one you won.
Oh, yeah, I attacked at Solar Hill, so it was around about 60.
Yes.
And I did it by my own for 5 hours.
Wow. So off the front by yourself?
Off the front, yeah. But maybe you you know it, Canyon has a new prototype. I rode a prototype there.
Yes.
At a small benefit. At a small benefit.
So was that when Canyon was just getting going?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was, so you were one of the first Canyon athletes.
One of the first.
Yes.
I was with Canyon since the beginning, since
Yes.
13.
Wow.
But in 15 they changed a lot because they developed a bike just for triathlon.
Right.
And Roth, and I think the week before or later, Frodo won Frankfurt.
Yes.
So that was the beginning of the
Canyon
area.
Well, and then they came to the U.S. That
Yeah.
was big when they did that. So besides, and then Challenge Roth in 16, you got third in 16, and then in 17, DNF in both. You have injuries that year?
No, it was a crash.
Crash.
I was in the front till 160,
Here.
70. Yeah.
Here.
I crashed on top of Solar Hill.
Oh no!
And then my base bar broke.
Okay.
And I wasn't able to end the race.
God.
But I was in the lead with around about 5 to 6 minutes.
I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
but
it was not easy.
What's cool? And how old are you now?
36 now.
36, and you're still racing well. I mean, even in 2019, second in South Africa, and you win Astana, 20th in Kona.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that field.
I came to be in. I think I was a top 10 contender.
Yes.
I was in, I think, 11th out of Energy Lab, and then had some problems with my
your calf.
Your calf.
Yes.
Something the strain.
Yes. Yeah.
Rubbed.
Yeah.
Rubbed, and yeah, it was more
right.
walking and running till the finish, and that's why I'm just 20th and not
yes.
12th or 11th, and that's why it feels more like a disappointment than a goal or than an achievement for me.
But in 2021 here, you got second, right?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. That was your Patrick Lange one.
Yeah. Patrick and I rode for a longer time, for the
yes.
last 1.5 hours.
Yes.
So we attacked, and he was faster on the run, but
but you still ran
I made it.
I
made yeah.
And so you went 7:30, but I know that was a short bike ride that year. But yeah.
Yeah,
but
for sure. It was we didn't rode on Solar Hill, so
right?
it was
because
a
of the
shorter
turn
there.
Yeah. But that's still pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your goals here this year?
Oh, it's totally different because you already said it. I'm 26. we build a house. I have 2 kids, and I was very motivated to be in the best shape possible here.
Yes.
But 10 weeks ago, I was in high altitude camp in Frommhold, and on the last day, something bad happened.
What?
I had edema in my upper leg.
Yes.
So I wasn't able to run.
Like a blood clot type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Not a stress fracture.
Okay.
Something like stress reaction.
Oh, stress reaction. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it was in a bone. Okay. Yeah.
In the bone. So my preparation wasn't well,
right.
And after I decided to retire after the season.
So this is it. This is your last one.
My last long distance race. So that's like it feels like a farewell tour.
Yes.
So I'm not a contender for the
right.
podium.
Right.
Just for me, making a good race.
Yes.
And I'm not sure how good in which shape I'm right now.
Right.
But for sure,
well, you'll get
I
here.
run too less.
For people who have not done this race before, we're sitting in the stadium where there'll be, Felix says there's like 10, 12,000 people who will be in the stadium cheering you in.
Feels more.
And you've traveled all over the world. Is there anything like this finish line?
No.
There really isn't, right? Come into the stadium that wasn't here 2 weeks ago. They built a stadium for 12,000 people who are going crazy as you run in.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I did it 4 times. So
yes, exactly. And then coming in here first with the balloon kids and all that has to be so special.
Of course. I think Oh, you have to sing, and of course I sing before, but
Yes.
I give everything on that day, or I gave everything on that day, and it feels like, oh, coming home and oof,
Yes.
it's over. And I haven't any rememberings of it because I was totally over. So all my second place are more in me than
Yes.
than winning it.
So you remember all the seconds,
Yeah.
but you don't really remember the win.
Yeah, because it's cost so much energy.
Yes.
And I put everything on course.
Yes.
And there weren't so much energy over.
Yes.
On the finish
Yeah,
area.
yeah, yeah.
So I haven't so many remembers of
Well,
it.
what's cool about that is you decided after getting second in 14, I'm all in on winning here.
Yeah, I'm here
And
for win.
so when you came into the stadium, it was like, this is what I expected.
Yeah.
You would have been disappointed if you got second again. This is what I expected, and this is my little, I get to do this little run around the track and celebrate what I knew was going to happen.
But that's a big problem because when you go to a race with the goal to win it,
Yes.
so when you win it, it's not a surprise for you.
Right.
When you come without any expectations and you become second, it feels totally different.
Like when you got second in 2021,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
probably was like,
It
oh
was-
my God, it's a surprise.
It was unbelievable, but
Yeah.
winning it was more like, oh, I have to check it, so I've win it and
Yes.
I'm over.
I love
And
it.
Yeah, that was a problem on that year. So maybe it should be better to win it on a first or second
Yes.
try.
Yes. So do you think it'll be pretty emotional for you when you come running into the stadium, sort of signing off on your career?
Yes, of course, because I know a lot of friends of mine
Yeah.
are coming, not just about the not just friends from the triathlon
Right.
battle, real friends
Yes.
from
life.
school, from life, yeah, from the real life. Yeah, and
That's
to know
fun.
it's the last one.
Yes.
It feels special.
Yes.
But of course I'm looking forward to change something. So
Yes.
I did it for 15 years now, and
It's time.
It's time. I'm just a triathlete, I'm not a pro triathlete. So
Right.
I want to, in the moment, I have not the feeling to want to be better than others.
Right.
So and that's not.
That's when you know it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
and
I'm not going to get better.
Yeah.
It's time to keep this in my life. You'll always swim, bike, and run, but you don't need to do the racing
It's
at a
time
pro
for-
level.
Yeah, it's time for something new, and of course you have to spend so much energy and time into it
Yes.
and you never know if it's a success after it or
Right.
is it turned
Yeah.
back. So yeah,
Good for you. Nils, pleasure to chat. It's congratulations on a great career.
thanks. Oh no, it's not over now. So
Yes. But congratulations
yeah.
ahead of time.
Ahead
This
of-
will be
yeah.
your last pro
For
here
sure,
at
for
Challenge
sure,
Roth.
for sure.
You're going to enjoy every minute of it, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of people cheering for you on that course.
yeah, thanks a lot.
Nils Frommhold has been our guest again. We are at Challenge Roth, one of the greatest races on the planet. Hold on, we will be right back.